Welcome back, Wanderers. And today we are at
Red River Gorge Campground.
As you can see from the sign behind us, and also Lucy kicking back there. We are wandering today in, what is it, Stanton?
Yes.
Stanton, Kentucky. And we are kind of kicking around the Red River Gorge area, and we're gonna get in some trouble. I want you to, just a little bit. I want you to pay attention and enjoy.
Good morning, Wanderers.
Good morning. So we are down here at
Red River Gorge Campground.
Red River Gorge Campground. That's a mouthful.
It looked like a rooster. Woo, woo, woo.
I'm still tired.
Oh, shush. You woke me up. Now I'm awake.
Now she's awake, so I woke her up. So she's snuggled up in her sleeping bag and liner and all that fun stuff, and I'm still somewhat snuggled.
Yep. So I came down yesterday. I got here about, it was about 4 o'clock. Kind of set up camp, got what I could set up, and then did some pictures, fell in some mud.
I didn't.
And then sat by the fire, got the fire going.
So I got here and there was a nice fire.
Yeah, I was gonna do a video, but after I fell in the mud, I was like, sorry guys. Not gonna happen.
Well, when you walk around a river, there's gonna be mud.
Yeah, no, I just,
Okay.
I just, looked up and fell on my butt.
So what's on our plates for today? After coffee.
Well, you drink coffee, tea, breakfast,
What's for breakfast?
oatmeal.
Okay. So I suppose that means I gotta get up and get some water on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then stuff. So we were discussing doing some off-roading on Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway.
Yay. Get Lucy dirty. Maybe she can find some mud.
And maybe checking out a hiking trail.
Possibly.
I would like to, because I wanna try to get some pictures of the last of the foliage before.
But you could do that while we're...
No, I can't.
Alright, maybe not. So, we have a day full of adventure, and the best way to have a day full of adventure is to start early. So,
I'm warm.
She's warm.
It's not too bad out.
No.
It's maybe in the 50s right now.
And we are in the Great Pumpkin.
Yeah.
So, that's why we have kind of an orange hue.
Yeah, it does want great for our skin. Look at that.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks
It's
nice
a
and
nice
tan.
filter. Yeah.
But stay tuned. We're going to have an adventure in a little bit, and we're going to bring you along. All right, so keep wandering, keep following. All right, let's give you a quick view of our campsite, which was for the night, which was okay. So we are down Red River Gorge Campground. This was recommended to me by a guy I met at work who does some interior work for us. And I guess his family owns this place, so I figured we'd check it out. And it's pretty nice. So obviously we have Lucy. We have the Great Pumpkin. We have Sam doing our dishes. We have neighbors, which is pretty cool. Neighbors with corgis. Little doggies. So, as you can see, there's tents set up everywhere and dogs. And we are right on the river. So, this is a muddy river, not a red river, but still a river nonetheless. It's a really nice area. Very quiet. And people are starting to get up and get their fires going and get breakfast going. Still fairly early, maybe about 8:30. A family over there. And one good thing is we didn't have to set up our bathroom because they do have porta potties.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't know where to go. He's just kind of runs in circles.
But all these sites have trees for hammocks. Oh, more doggies. And some of these sites are right on the river as well. I do a little more exploring today. We'll kind of drive around. Make sure you guys get to see it all. You can swim in the river, just at your own risk. The roads are actually roads to get in here, not dirt roads. So we got friends.
He's friendly,
Just wants to know what I'm doing. I got it. Well, like I said, you got campsites and tables and a little bit of everything around here. Morning. River's a little calmer down here. But we are gonna go explore and see what we can find, and hopefully we find a lot of colorful leaves. But down here it looks like a lot of trees are losing their leaves. More on the ground than in the trees. There's camper sites down here, there's tent sites, hammock sites. They'll have their own little fire pits and porta potties. It's seems to be a nice little place. If you're ever down in the area, check it out. Very inexpensive. $10 a person. Kids under 12 are free. And the best thing is, there's a lot of good hiking and some off-road trails around here, which we've showed you a few different trails on down at the gorge, and we really enjoy coming down to the gorge. The only bad thing about coming down to the gorge is the drive to the gorge. But if you can camp at the gorge, then you don't have to drive to the gorge. And you can still get started at the same time. Well, hope you're enjoying this so far. We're gonna go see what trouble we can find.
see, we turned around before here.
All right, all right. So those noises were traction control because we were still in four high. And traction control is still on. I haven't shut any traction controls off. Still don't think I need to be in 4 low. This is where I'm glad we didn't go with the LX. Because the LX is a little wider.
Very steep over here.
I see it. Well, you know what? I think we did do this part because this, I remember this.
Oh, this is where I filmed you.
Yeah.
That back part, that other part was
This is
just
really
torn
bad.
torn up more. There's just been a lot more traffic, and with the rain through the season. Looks like that goes into the river, and this goes
To
around.
avoid this.
Yeah. Or this goes around the river to avoid driving through the river. I don't know.
Either way, hang on knee butts.
Yeah. The river's low.
So where? Up there?
Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like.
Alright guys, not really sure where we're supposed to go, so we're gonna try going this way. I don't know where the road is.
The river.
No, that or that.
Pick one. I don't think you'll fit them.
I don't know that that's a road. This looks more like a road. Hope you guys saw that, because I really don't know what's a road or what's the river. It looks like I could have gone either way.
I think this is, yeah.
Could have gone either way. So a little bit of off camber, a little bit of mud,
some water, which it's not too high right now, so
I don't really have to check the depth. And we have seen people that walk the river first, but this is very, very low, and I can actually see the bottom. So
yeah, after some rain, it does get high very quickly.
And the last thing you want to do is drown in your car, so safety first. But there's definitely a good amount of mud, so if you don't have good mud tires, you're probably going to get stuck. Because street tires will just cake up, and that's about it. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it definitely is going to go off camber, and we have
A rock sticking
rock
out
to the left, which we don't want to catch on our rocker panel. So we're going to take this nice and slow. Try to stay away from that rock, because that would go right into the door.
Yeah. And that's the type of thing that you want sliders for, because they kind of protect that rocker panel.
And doors.
Yes.
And fenders, for that matter.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Alright, not too bad. I was like, where'd the bird go? Alright, so we gotta go across the river and up the hill. Alright.
So again, I can see the bottom on my side.
It's a little mucky.
A little mucky on her side. So we're going in. It's not even up to the halfway point on the tires, so this is pretty going to be definitely off camber. And if you're in a older Toyota, we do have roll sensing curtain airbags, but we also have a way to shut them off. So I have shut them off so it doesn't pick up the off camber as a roll. We've got some rocks and leaves, mud and water.
someone to save. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a
Left or right? Left looks safe. Right looks fun. Right it is. Alright, hang on. This is gonna be weird.
Hi down there.
Right? So that's what vehicle stability control does, or traction control. Where is the road?
Looks like it goes that way. It's in a shadow, so it's gonna show the shadow.
This should have been the diamond. Not that anything is difficult. It's just off camber, and if you don't have the height clearance or the right tires, you're gonna get stuck. Which makes more sense, that way or this way? I'll go this way. Okay. Alright, so we are pulling off to the side to let these guys get through. Looks like an old Blazer. quad, a couple quads. Alright, so it looks pretty deep, but we're gonna ford the river anyways. See how deep? Didn't look like that had too much more ground clearance than we do. And we won't get sand wet either. That's pretty.
Huh?
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
I didn't want to deal with this down tree either. I don't know if this is the river or if this is road.
It's
Does it go up?
yes.
Alright folks, so those that heard the vehicle stability control going crazy, that was, I can't see that.
I can't either. Is there a road there?
So all I did was put it in low and put on my center lock. So we could make it up that. We are definitely off camber here. like being. And that's why you have skid marks. So I think this was the river and that was the road. But I chose the what I thought to be easier way. I don't think it was. I'll kind of go back. Off camber. That I would have liked to have seen from an outside point. Because we were rocking on two wheels, I think. Alright. I am going back to Fort High. I just don't like to keep it in 4 low if you don't really need it. And taking the center differential lock off as well, because the worst thing you can do to that is run it when you don't need it and bind it up. Must have loosened up. Well,
This doesn't look great.
no.
And this one? Does it go up into the right?
We'll find out.
Yeah.
That looks a little too narrow for me. But I don't think I'm gonna be off camber here. Oh, sorry. All right, folks, that's where sliders come in. Although, which sliders, I don't know that I would have made it. I might have gotten stuck. That was pretty narrow. That's the first time I've actually needed a spotter. That's just because I was afraid of body damage. Not that I couldn't make it. Made it very easily, but...
It was very tight. In the video, there's more water.
Oh, yeah. That's actually not that bad. I just wanted to keep it away from the edge.
Yeah.
But once I was over it, it was under.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. A little bit of pinstriping and a little loop-de-loop here. A little off camber and rocking and rolling in the mud.
Tire just go right over it.
Huh? Did the tire go right over it? Yeah, I think it did. It looked like it was going to be a lot worse than it ended up being.
Yeah. As motorcyclists up here.
That's not fair. They're going to go down the middle.
Yeah, but he's like, fuck, I gotta get out of the way.
Oh, it's no worse than the one we saw fall. Did I get that on camera?
No.
I should probably have my diff locked for this. But I don't want to lose momentum.
Big ass worm crawling in the mud.
What?
There's a big ass worm crawling in the mud. Or centipede or bug or creepy crawler of some kind. I think you just squished it.
While I'm waiting for a biker to move, I am going into low and locking center diff just for this. It's a little muddy, a little slippery, some off camber angles, some stuff scraping on my guards. And here's some more off camber. Actually not as bad as it seemed. But we've got a Jeep and a couple motorcycles up here. And a mud pit.
Oh. Wonderful song you discovered.
So they've pulled off to the side to try to give us clearance. So. Thanks.
You too.
Wonderful. Never thought I'd be doing this in a Lexus.
Do it in style.
Thanks, guys.
Looking good.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I have mud inside the car.
Well, what'd you do that for?
I have mud on me.
I just cleaned this.
No, you didn't. You wiped it down. You didn't clean. Seriously.
No, I see it on the dash.
And I definitely think I dented a skid plate.
Yeah.
And definitely had a little mud build up on the tires.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Keep on driving, because we can't turn around now.
No, I know you can't turn around. Excuse me. Because it drops off right there. But that's why we have skid plates, right? Definitely got the mud for the mud terrains.
Did you hear the girl when we were driving by? How did you do this to Alexis?
Did you hear the other guy? Hey, doing it in style.
Yeah.
Alright, so I am still in low and still have my center differential locked because I don't know how bad this is going to get. But that means we're going slow. I just don't understand why you would do it on a motorcycle.
There's a lot of people that do them on motorcycles.
I know they're off-road motorcycles, but it's just...
And
that just
motocross bikes.
doesn't seem like
and-
fun.
And they do them geared up to like backcountry camp and you know. I still feel like I'm riding a horse. Yeehaw!
Well, we are in horse country. Very glad that we took the steps off, and very glad we didn't do this with street tires.
Yes. Glad I don't have a neck injury to worry about. Kidding.
And the terrain just changed from mud to rock.
Looks like they added that to.
Fill it up.
Yes.
Somebody lost a drive shaft. All right.
So I think there's a sign up here if you want to pull up,
Yeah.
because I think we're done with Spaz Creek. I think this is where it starts to. Just don't know if we can get a regular road.